Hi there. Good afternoon. So here we are with our everyday live show on vocabulary. And presently we are pursuing the idiomatic expressions and new English words that can be used as their synonyms. So we are working on a twin distinct drive, idioms plus the new words. So pick up the new words. You're not okay with idioms, don't use them. You're okay with the words, use them, whatever you're more comfortable with. But when you get out of your comfortable zone, you do well. So we should not stay in a comfort zone all the time. At times we should venture out. So here, everybody, a very, very good afternoon. I'm Vinita Vora, a coach, consultant, a designer, on a mission to help all those who are dreaming to work, study, or migrate abroad. And to do that, you have to qualify a screening test of English language proficiency. And so, for that, you have to build on a strong vocabulary. And here I am with my 5,000 word bank challenge. So, if you join every day with a notebook and a pen, it's not much of a stress, it's not much of a time spent. Just log in, maybe with a cup of tea in your hand, or when you're having your lunch, or when you're having your snack, whatever. Just join me, listen to me, copy these words, and try, go back to your work and then use them in your conversation, in your interaction, in your report writing, in your daily journal, your information, whatever. Because when we are on this road to improve our English language, nothing like vocabulary. It is one part of the many things you need to especially get a high band score in IELTS exam or any other exam. But it's a very, very prominent part. When you're comfortable with the language, because as you're learning the language, you're learning new ideas, you're getting new knowledge because you're getting the context of the words and the usage also. So that again puts you on a powerful plane, right? So I'll try and bring more and more. Now I'll be addressing as we move on each task. Words you need more during listening, words you need more during reading, words you need more during writing. I have already done those, but we are on a long-term journey. So presently, I'm just dabbling with idioms and I'm actually enjoying. So we dealt with idioms themed with animals, then themed with flowers, then themed mm, with nature and seasons. And right now we are then into stationery, whatever. So we keep juggling with the themes of idioms also. Now I'll be writing in my text where I put it every day. You can just go to my text, copy the notes down, make your own journal, because when you write, you speak that in your mind many, many times over and it goes to your head. So do write it in your own handwriting, or maybe on the computer, doesn't matter, whatever you're comfortable, but write it with your hands and your mind, and you are committing them to your memory, to your bank, to your individual word power. And communication is abetted, is helped, is made better when you have a strong words at your disposal and communication. And then it gives you an added confidence too. And these are the major skills you need to get into a culture, to upscale in a culture, to sustain in a culture, or to do anything in your life. So it's not just about international exams. Exams are just one gateway, one threshold which you cross. I'm actually looking at a long-term game, life beyond the exam, because you will need this language if you're planning to go out. If you're going to a university, you need a very high level of English to be able to understand, fathom, and then write your own answers and all. Okay, so here we are. We start with our live today, and I'll present my screen to you. Today we are on episode 91, and I have brought more. Now today there'll be a little bit of revision and a bit of new, so it is kamsi kamsa, and I start. So this is again a repeat, a hit, to hit the nail on the head. So which is the place we hit the nails on? The head. Okay, so you got to know this. When there is a nail, this is the head of the nail, and that's the tail of the nail. So when you describe exactly what is causing a situation or a problem, okay, now you are going to write your IELTS exam, you should be able to decipher where you need the help the most, the listening, the speaking, or the writing, or the reading, or maybe you need an all, doesn't matter, wherever you're coming from. The goal should be that you eventually get your final score, and past never matters, the present matters more to reach the future. So have your goal that you will hit the nail on the head, find out what is your drawback, and move on. So what would be the synonyms? Would be identify the issue, pinpoint, or strike through, or hit the bull. Okay, it's not mentioned here. I can even add here to hit the bullseye, to hit the bull's eye. So that could be another idiom too. Okay, next. The collocations, to hit the nail on the head with a comment, to hit the nail on the head during a discussion. So while interaction over there, you just hit the nail on the head by giving the right idea or the right word, whatever. So how will we use it in a sentence? During discussion, Maria really hit the nail on the head when she explained the challenges of studying for the IELTS. You get it? We go to the next one, and which is the next one. Here we go. Bite off more than one can chew. I face this problem a lot. So that is to take on a task that is too big or difficult. So at times we end up doing in our earnestness, in ambition, in our zest, and then we realize, oh God, it's getting too much. So what would be the synonyms for this? To overcome it, to take on too much, to stretch oneself too thin. Okay, so overcome it, take on too much, or to stretch yourself too thin. What would be the collocations? Bite off more than you can chew, realizing you have bitten off too much. Now let's use it in a sentence. So what would be the sentence like? Jake realized he had bitten off more than he could chew when he signed up for 3 extracurricular activities on top of his studies. So yes, what you have to do, you have to realize, I make the mistake go on signing one course after the other, only to realize I'm getting overwhelmed. So when you do anything, you must be quite mindful of it, not to bite off more than you can chew. Now call it a day. Okay, just now we can't call it a day. I have some little more few more idioms left. To stop working for the day. So to conclude, to finish up, to wrap up. So if you want to go strictly with the English, you can say, okay, let's conclude, let's wind up, let's finish up, let's wrap up, or let's call it a day. Okay, so there's so many ways. It's make your language, spoken English, versatile and interesting. Let the people crane their ears to hear you speak. Okay, next, on the same page. No, I have to use the sentence. After studying for 6 hours straight, Sarah decided it was time to call it a day and get some rest. So you got to bring out the context very clearly that now you studied for 6 hours, let's call it a day. On the same page, to have a shared understanding or agreement. Or how would you use it in English? Simple English would be in agreement, in alignment, in accord, in concurrence. Okay, so or in consent. It could be any way you can use in English to make on the same page, not on the same page yet. Okay, so we are not on the same page yet. Maybe you disagree that you need to go into vocabulary every day, day after day for so many days. So that means we are not on the same page. Just to make sure we are on the same page, and or other way, we are not on the same page yet. And how do we use it in the sentence? It is important for all students to be on the same page regarding the project guidelines set by the teacher. So when you are on a project, when you are on a team, it is very, very crucial, very, very important that you are all on the same page regarding the set criteria or the set protocol or the set process or the set procedures. So you have to be mindful of that. We go to the next one. Once in a blue moon. That is very rarely. So what would be the synonyms? Seldom, infrequently, hardly ever. So when you do once in a while or infrequently, then you say, oh, once in a blue moon. Okay. English version would be seldom, infrequently, hardly ever, very few times. So collocations would be once in a blue moon occurrence, or happens once in a blue moon. You must have heard, oh, this happens once in a blue moon occurrence. Now, how would you use it in a sentence? She only gets to visit her hometown once in a blue moon because of her busy schedule. So maybe you don't visit as much because of your busy schedule. Now, take the bull by horns. What does that mean when I say take the bull by horns? To face a difficult situation boldly. So if there is any task that is upsetting you, you're not wanting to do it, take the bull by horns, do it. The synonyms are to confront, to tackle, to deal with directly, to fight, and not the flight. Okay, so to take the bull by horns. That is, to take the bull by horns with a problem, to take the bull by horns with a decision. So you could use it in any context. And how will we use it in a proper full sentence? To improve her IELTS score and sign up for a preparation course. Okay, so if you're facing any problem, you can fend it for yourself. Wonderful, go ahead and do it. But if you feel no, you are actually stuck up somewhere or caught somewhere, you need help, go out. Anyway, last one of the day is this I have dealt with, and presently I am not doing this because we have enough little time running. So now I will stop sharing. Now you will practice your listening skill, right? And you will see when I weave a story around these idioms, if you can understand them. I have just explained to you all the idioms. So are you ready? As the IELTS exam approached, a group of friends decided to form a study group to prepare together. They wanted to hit the nail on the head with their preparation, ensuring they understood each topic thoroughly. However, Jake soon realized he had bitten off more than he could chew, as he had also committed to basketball practices and part-time work. Oh, that's too much. So one evening, after several hours of study, Sarah suggested that they call it a day. We've made significant progress, and it's important to rest our minds, she said. The group agreed, but they wanted to ensure they were all on the same page about what to cover next time. Later, during a casual conversation, Lily mentioned how she only visited her family once in a blue moon due to her studies. Inspired, she said, it's time to take the bull by horns. Focus on what matters. They all agreed to push up their tough subjects and not let anything hold them back. So maybe if your tougher point is reading, never mind. If your tough task is writing, never mind. Take the bull by horns, get set, and go. As they discussed their plans, not accidentally let the cat out of the bag. By revealing their secret surprise, they had organized a small celebration for successfully completing their study sessions with laughter and excitement. They painted the town red. You recall? They all resolved to help each other succeed and promised to be there every step of the way. Wonderful. So fine. So with this, I go back to where we are. I hope you understood every word of the story that I weaved using the idioms. So I'll see you again, same platform tomorrow. Till then, memorize them, use them, practice them with precision, or until the precision comes. I'll see you. Bye. Thanks.